I have a tripod now. Anyway, I'm sure you all have read the title thingy, and so yeah, I found these questions on the internet. Nobody actually asked me these questions because who cares what I think? So I'm asking myself these questions. So it's a good time. How long have you been cosplaying? I think since the 8th grade. What kind of cosplayer do you consider yourself? A lazy one. Cosplay or crossplay or both? Well, cosplay's pretty rad, and I have crossplayed 2 times. Woo, woo, and they didn't go very well. So maybe I'll do a more successful one in the future. Why do you cosplay? Because it's a good time. Is cosplay a hobby you could see yourself doing in 10 years? Absolutely. If someone told you they hated your cosplay, what would you do? I would just shrug it off in the moment, and then when I'm alone, I would curl up in a ball and cry. If someone told you they loved your cosplay, what would you do? I would say thank you a lot of times, and I'd stutter a lot, and I wouldn't know what to say. It's happened before. Homemade cosplay or bought commissioned cosplay? I buy all my cosplays because I don't have the skill set to make them. I'm planning on taking classes soon because I'm tired of wasting my money on these things. So, huzzah. Do you prefer to work alone or with others? In cosplay sense, I always work alone. I've always wanted to do a group cosplay, but it's just never happened. So who knows? If I can go to AWA though, we're gonna do a Vocaloid group, and it's gonna be a good time. So I really hope that I can go because that would be lit. Do you have a current cosplay fave? This one. What is your most expensive cosplay project? I think it was Harley Quinn, I think, is the most expensive one thus far. What is your least expensive cosplay project? Dipper Pines. He was easy. I already had the shirt and the vest and the pants. All I had to do was buy a hat, and my hair's pretty similar, so it was really cheap and it was a good time. What is the cosplay pet peeve of yours? I guess bad wigs. I can't stand a bad wig. If you have a bad costume, I could care less. But if your wig's bad, it hurts me a little. But I never say anything to people, you know. But like if my wig's bad, I cry. Like one time I was like on my period and my wig would not cooperate and I cried my makeup off. It was a sad time. If you could cosplay anywhere in the world, where would it be? Probably in any aesthetically pleasing location. Doesn't matter where. I want to be there. What was your first convention? Comic-Con in 2015? I don't know. What was your last convention? Falcon. What is your next convention? Hello, it's Future Ashley. I put off editing this video for far too long. So my next con is no longer Comic-Con. It is gonna be Magic City Con, and I might be able to make it out to MomoCon. Not sure. Gonna have to see if I can scrap up the money, but... What is your favorite part of putting on your cosplay? Probably putting on the outfit. What is your least favorite part? The makeup. I really hate makeup because like I like to like, you know, like you get an itch on your face or something and you just scratch it and then all of a sudden the makeup's gone on your face and you look weird and like what are you supposed to do? Videos or photography? I've done more photography because that's just easier. I'm planning on taking my camera to Comic-Con this year so I can film some of other people's cosplays and take pictures and stuff. Nicer ones instead of just using my cellular device for all of my problems. So we'll see how that goes. Photoshopped or unshopped images? I mean, if you want to Photoshop yourself, you can. I don't. The only time I have is to change my eye color. So, I mean, I'm not gonna judge if you do. do whatever you want, live your life, it's your photo, you know?
For costuming, there is also a huge debate about who and what can cosplay. Your thoughts?
If you want to cosplay, if you have any desire to put on a costume and be a character, do it. I don't see any problem or any reason that somebody shouldn't be able to, you know? Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, if you have the desire to do it and you want to, then do it, you know? Like, nothing should be holding you back. Like, I mean, it's a fun time, and like, one of my friends, she goes to school and like she gets bullied for it, and I'm just over here like, why? Like, they're just dressing up. Like, you don't make fun of people on Halloween, so like, why make fun of people who just do it a little bit more often, you know? Like, I think cosplay is really cool, and shame on those people who make people feel like they shouldn't be able to, because it's kind of a thing that should be open for everybody, I think. So, there's my 2 cents on that.
Do you ever have cosplays that are sometimes painful or uncomfortable? Are you willing to bleed for your art? If so, how much?
Well, the only problems I've ever had with costumes is it being like too tight, because Asian sizes do not work well with my my nice little gut here and my nice little chest area, if you will. So you know, it's usually very tight, and then shoes, I'm not really used to walking in heels, so that's always a struggle. Comic-Con last year, I was walking around in heels and like I couldn't feel my feet. Like, my toes were just like curled in, and so like for the rest of the convention I just walked around barefoot and my feet were still like dead. And I'm wearing that costume this year, so I hate myself.
Yaoi or Yuri in cosplay?
I mean, you do you, I guess.
How far into character are you willing to go while cosplaying? At the end of the day, are you or are you your character?
You know, I try to be in character, but it usually doesn't work because like I'm a very like antisocial child, and you know, my character may be confident or whatever, but like if somebody says anything to me, I start stuttering and be like, whoa, you know. So I try, but it doesn't work out. But you know, it doesn't really matter if you're in character or not. It's just you're having a good time or not, and I always have a good time, so it's fine.
Wigs or no wigs? Do you prefer to style your wigs, commission a style, or buy them pre-styled?
I use wigs for every costume I have except for Dipper. If they are styled, I would prefer to buy them that way, but if I have to style them, I don't mind it, because like the wig for this costume here, the bangs weren't the right size. They were like hanging down, so I had to like cut them, and they're not perfect by any means, but I feel like I did a really good job for my first time cutting bangs. So, you know, my sister calls me the wig whisperer because whenever I touch it, it looks better. So maybe I should start commissioning wigs. You're asking the wrong person. I don't know.
There you go. That's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed this little Q&A thing. I don't know, I thought it would be fun to do. I've never done a Q&A before.
Hello, it is Editing Ashley Part 2. In that segment that I filmed before, I was saying my lineup for Magic City Con. Well, now I'm going to MomoCon, and I don't have a lineup figured out because I've never had to plan a con for 4 days before, so I don't know. And I'm having to like plan out and be like, okay, well, can I transfer this wig and it won't get destroyed, or is this costume okay to bring? So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lineup for that. Magic City Con, I do have a lineup for, so if you wanna check my cosplay Instagram, you can, and you'll probably get more updates about MomoCon and stuff. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Hope you all are having a lovely day. As I'm filming this is spring break, so if you're on spring break, have a good spring break. If you're not on spring break, then just have a good life. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.